I could share many, but one that comes to mind, I was walking with my partner. This is actually something that we encounter all the time, just like walking from my house to the train. Um, and she was catcalled in the street by someone while we were together. And, you know, I kind of turned to her and I said, I know that you can speak up for yourself, but this person is starting to kind of follow us. And if it's okay with you, like, I'm going to just go ahead and intervene because for a lot of reasons, they're not going to listen to you when you tell them to stop. So I actually intervened, and it got really serious. The guy that did that sort of like got in my face, and he's just like, you know, she needs a real man. I don't know what you're talking about, like, and just continued to harass us until we got to where we needed to go. And it was scary. She was afraid that I was gonna get hurt. I was afraid for the both of us. We just felt like completely disrespected. And this is something that she had to deal with constantly. So from that point on, we just kind of kept trying to find ways to avoid even having to be out in the street, even if that meant taking a cab ride somewhere that was only like a half-mile away. So that's one of many experiences that I could think about.
And when that happened to you, how did you feel in that moment?
Honestly, like, I just felt angry. I felt angry that that she didn't have a voice in the situation. I felt frustrated that, you know, I couldn't get through to him because I tried to meet him on a really like basic level and just tell him like, look, like, this is not okay, and this doesn't feel good, and you don't have the right to do this, and it just wasn't getting through. So I don't know. I felt disappointed. You know, most of the time it happens right in my own neighborhood when I'm with another partner. So, you know, it was just, it was a really messed up experience. And the other reason, and I felt upset because I knew that this wasn't the last time it was going to happen. And I knew that I wasn't going to be around the next time probably, and her speaking up for herself. A lot of these guys just, you know, her being more feminine presenting than I am, don't even acknowledge her. You know, even if she says no or I'm not interested, then it's like, oh, you're a bitch or you're this, you know? So it was really disempowering and upsetting. And I was just angry more than anything, which is probably coming from a place of pain, really. So, yeah.
So what do you think we can do as a community to make the streets safe for everybody?
I think it starts with campaigns like this. I think it starts with, you know, everyone sort of being accountable to each other. Like, when we see stuff like this happening and we are in a position to intervene, like intervening. And then I feel like it's kind of like an individual change thing. So like if you have men in your life, or, you know, not even just men, but masculine presenting people that, you know, are sort of engaging with this kind of behavior. If you're with them and it's happening, to check them. Like, don't just let it go. Like, even if it feels like it's something small, to just intervene as much as possible and make sure that we're like protecting each other out here. So I think that's the start.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I just want to say that, you know, as far as like the men and like the masculine center people that are out here, like, we don't have to, you know, do this to kind of affirm ourselves. Like, we need to be respecting women, especially black women, especially black trans women. Like, we can't allow this poison to, like, you know, let us operate like this, because it's not cool. So that's my message to everybody out there.